Yo,
Yo, what's good, bro?
nothing much, man. How's it, man? How's it, bro?
All good, my guy. All good. Just chilling out here Sunday and all of that.
Yeah, yes, sir. How's church, man?
It was good, man. It was good. Just hearing the word and all that. It was solid, man. It was solid. Got back like an hour ago. So, yeah,
Yes,
man, I'm
sir.
chilling now.
Exactly. Like one of these days, you just gotta go there, like and praise the Lord.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. Gotta pray about it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah.
Otherwise, how's work, man?
Good, man. It's good. Just been working on some new music and stuff. And yeah, it's pretty much it, to be honest. I'm trying to shoot some videos maybe during the week.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes. See how that goes from there.
Okay. Because like I saw
Yeah.
I saw I saw like the live yesterday, and I was like, damn, bro, like not fire, man.
Yeah, hey, shout out, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, just trying to mess around with some new sounds and stuff and just, yeah, see how that goes. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about the new music on the way.
Same here, man. Same here. Patiently waiting, man.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Come and
So
read you
like.
soon. Come and read.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like, can't wait for the release date, man. Like, been a while. Like, you've been dishing out like some singles. I know, like, there's fire in that box.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've been holding on to a lot of songs, but I think I just need to start letting them out, to be honest. I can't keep holding on to this music forever.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
I go to like start the interview now.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Definitely, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like, my name is Miso. It's Miso. I forgot to introduce myself.
All right. Oh,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Nice to meet you, man. Nice to
Yes,
meet you.
sir.
Well, I'm Sun. Yeah, nice to meet you, man.
Yes, sir. Likewise, my brother. So, yeah, we're starting now. So here's the question.
All right.
What
Uh-huh.
inspired you to start making music? Were you like influenced by your friends, or was it something that you did on the side?
I started making music um quite a long time ago. I think I was always into music. I used to do a lot of I used to dance and beatbox and stuff. So I was really always and yeah, I was into art. I think I could say I was into art in general. And yeah, at some point I used to dance a lot and I got into beatboxing. And yeah, the beatboxing was a lot of fun, but it didn't feel like it was enough for me, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I remember I met like a friend in school. I think I was like 15, and he had production software on his laptop.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he was my neighbor as well, so he had production software on his laptop, and I just kind of started messing around with that, and yeah, I just really grew a serious attachment to it, and yeah, that's pretty much how it started. I started off more as like a producer, trying to make EDM and stuff like that. And then yeah, over time it just kind of grew into I got into rap music a lot later though. So for the like majority of like the first few years I was making music was mainly just production and trying to produce electronic music. And then
Okay.
yeah, the rap came along a bit later. Yeah.
Okay. Was that like around the time that you were like at college, or like you were still like in high school?
Um, but when I was making the EDM stuff, I was still in high school. Yeah, I was still in high school, and then I did that for about like I think maybe 2, 3 years or so.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started getting more into rap. I started getting more into rap music over time. That same friend of mine who introduced me to the software used to try to put me onto like rap music and stuff like that. So I started liking rap a bit more, and then yeah, I just started trying to experiment and seeing if I could rap myself. And yeah, it's pretty much how it started.
Wow. And like man, you've really like done a good job at it, man. For sure.
Thank
Sure.
you, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. So like you released like your hit single 20s, which was like a solid project, by the way. Can you
Thank you.
describe?
Thank
Yeah, man, like it was a solid project. So like I'd like to know, can you describe the creative process of that piece of work and how it shaped like your perspective as an artist?
you. I won't lie, bro. When I made 20s, I wasn't sure it was gonna come out like that because I had a bunch of different versions. I think the version that became 20s was the fifth one. So I had a bunch of different like ideas of it for it rather, like in the start. So it mainly just started off as a beat. and I was just trying to mess around with, just trying to mess around with some beats and stuff like that. And yeah, I laid in the chorus first, and then just started trying to build it from there. So first it was a bunch of like English choruses, and then it went like from English to like English and Vernac, and then it went to predominantly Vernac, and then that's kind of what 20s became. So yeah, it wasn't really like a very like a long process. I think I made that in about a couple of days, like 2 days or so, and it came together pretty quick. So I think because of that, I kind of felt like, okay, this might be something pretty cool. Then I played it for a couple. I played it for my brother. He really messed with it. Like he really liked it. So I was like, okay, cool. I think I'm on the right path. So when I played it for him, it was just the chorus for 20s, the one that became 20s. It was just the chorus first, and then I played that for him, and he really liked it. So I was like, okay, let me actually finish this off, and then I did, and that's literally how it came about.
Wow, wow, that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like I remember it like I'm coming out, still like I was still like in high school. And like man,
Yeah,
we used to jump to that track, man. We used to jump to that track.
yeah. Thank you,
Remember like
man.
in the
Thank you.
party,
So
boom,
glad you
boom,
like it,
boom,
bro.
30 and in nights. Like, bro, it's so crazy,
That's
man.
crazy. Nah, thank you, bro. I'm really glad you liked it, man. I'm really glad you liked it.
Yes, sir. So like the visual concept like behind it was crazy.
Uh,
how did that one come along?
Man, that was all Rowan, bro. I'm not sure if you know Rowan. He's a director. He's a like yeah visual artist. So he's
Yeah,
into like all sorts of media. He's got a clothing brand called Corrupt,
yeah, corrupt, yeah.
and yeah, exactly. And he does videos and just pretty much anything visual. Like that's his thing. So we had a photo shoot with a photographer named Gax Photography,
Yeah,
and during that shoot, we started playing the song in the background, and that was the first time. That was the first time they heard it. That was the first time Rowan heard it as well. And he's like, "Yo, let's shoot something for this. Like while we the shoot." So we started shooting some footage, and I didn't know what he was gonna do with it. I didn't gonna make like a video out of it. I thought it was just gonna be like a little, promo footage for the photo shoot. And
yeah,
I think maybe like 3, 4 days later, he sent me the first draft of the video, and I was just like, "Yo,
yeah.
this is crazy. Absolutely. I honestly didn't know what to expect. I feel like how a lot of people felt when they first saw the video was how I felt when he sent it to me because I didn't expect it. You know what I mean? So it really just came out of nowhere. And I was like, dude, this is actually crazy. And like he kept working on it. And then I think like a week later, yeah, like 3 days after the first time he had sent me the draft, he was already done with it. And he sent me the final video. And I was like, dude, this is bonkers, bro. Like it was craziest video I've ever seen, to be honest. And yeah, like the whole thing kind of came together. The video and the song really came together pretty quick. So yeah, I think within like maybe like 3 weeks of me making the song and the photo shoot and like the video happening all happened within the space of like 3 weeks. Yeah, it was like a really quick release. But yeah, I think that just kind of showed that this was really there was a lot of synergy when it came to that project because even the photographer was really gassed about it as well. And like it really it really the photos he took and everything really kind of coincided with the song and everything. So there was a lot of synergy in the room when we're just working on all of that stuff.
Exactly, exactly. Because like the concept for like for the video dog, like I won't lie, it was
Uh-huh.
so crazy.
Yeah.
It's something like that we've never seen like out of Zimbabwe. Or like just used like
Mhm.
to casual videos and like when you put it out, like I remember
Yeah.
going like I like my friend like just like going over it and go like man like this creative direction like behind this thing, it's crazy, it's
Yeah.
crazy, it's crazy.
Yeah,
Like
man. Yeah, and I appreciate that, bro. Rowan is absolutely he's really crazy with it, man. He's borderline genius with it. So yeah, man. When I saw that, yeah, I was just shocked as everybody else who got to see it after it came out. To be honest.
exactly, exactly. Like I
Yeah.
remember, like
Yeah.
I remember sometime I think like it was last year. Rowan is
Mhm.
showing me like the video for filler before like it was out. Like we linked up like
Yeah.
sometime last year. Bro, like what he
Yeah.
does like with the videos, like it's so crazy. I won't lie, man. So crazy.
Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. You never know what he's gonna do, which is really dope because like you can't really expect anything. So the way you're working on the music, like I feel like as an artist when you're working on music, you kind of reach a point where you're tired of hearing the song. But then if you get Rowan to do a video for you, it's gonna like bring back that spark that you have for the song. You know what I mean? And that's really what
Exactly.
happened with Benny. you know, that's really what happened. He just brought a whole new life to it. And yeah, man, it was absolutely amazing. The video was incredible.
Exactly, exactly. Because like the video like it also aged is it like is its own masterpiece, you know, which is like something that's so crazy, man. So crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Nah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate Shout out to Rowan for real, man. Like I don't think that song would have done what it did without that video. That video really did a lot for that song, man. And like, yeah, I really appreciate the effort that he put into it, the creativity and everything that went behind it was just phenomenal. It was absolutely crazy.
Exactly. So like would you care to like describe how like the relationship, like the work relationship between you, like and Rowan came along?
Yeah, yeah, of course. So I was at Polytechnic and I was studying graphic design. So I was in Kare at the time for like my first year. This
Yeah.
was 2016, I think. And then 2017, I had to move from there to a different polytechnic. So I came to Harare Polytechnic, and that's where I met a producer named Tippy. He's the one who's like he's been producing a lot of my music since like I started really getting
Yes,
into the rap thing. And
yes, yes,
Rowan, also another student in the same class that we were in. So Tippy, Rowan, and I just became like really, really close friends because I was doing the rap stuff. Tippy was mainly on the production, and then Rowan was really into the visuals. So like there was a lot of it was like a friendship that was it was just a very unlikely. The chances of us meeting were really unlikely, but the fact that we came together and we do these different things that kind of live in the same world, it was perfect, you know. So yeah, before becoming like like work partners and all that, we're generally just friends. So we really understood each other and we understood each other's visions in terms of our creativity and everything like that. So yeah, that's really how it came about.
wow, wow, that's crazy, man. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. Shout out, man. Shout
I
out.
appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love, man. Really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So like you released your project Suhn, which is what like
Yeah.
it was fire. So it was more like a statement. You were telling the game that like Suhn is here for it all, that nobody is safe. Is that like something that you intended to accomplish like with that project?
I can't say I had the intention of like trying to prove a point or anything like that, but I really wanted people to get a look into like who I am as an artist, and I feel like Sun was really the right yeah, I think it was like the definition of who I am as an artist. It's a project that I'd been wanting to make even before I changed my name to Sun when I was still Union 5. Like one of my first albums, my first album was still going to be called Sun, and then that's when the transition was going to happen. But then, of course, the transition to becoming Sun happened before the album came out. So it really felt like it was the perfect way to kind of, put myself out there as Sun the artist and not just have the album named Sun. So yeah, I think it's this music that I really been wanting to make. And I think over time it started coming together. It's one of those like I had these ideas in my head for a long time, and then I think just with practice and like trying to figure out this music thing, and I was now able to put those ideas put those ideas out there. So I think Sun was more of a me really showing like who I am through the music. You know what I mean? And like what kind of just how my head like how it just how I think how my head works when it comes to the music. And yeah, that was pretty much it, man. That was pretty much it. It was more of like a statement, like this is me and this is who I am, the kind of music I make, and yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, man, I feel you. I feel you. Because like on that album, man, I can tell you how many times that I've like replayed that album, man. Like
Yeah.
fantastic, man. It's fantastic.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That means a lot. That really means a lot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So like on the project, like is an amazing feature from
Mhm.
Yamikani. How did like that
Yeah.
collaboration come about and like how was like the energy in the studio when you crafted like that song with Yamikani?
Unfortunately, okay, for where it started, so Yami Kani was a friend of, oh, I'm not sure if you know, you probably know, but Denim Woods, really, really
Yeah,
close friend of mine, amazing
yeah,
artist as well. So I met Yami Kani through Denim Woods, and yeah, I'd hit her up before because I'd come across like some of her music and like we just chopped it up a little bit. But then I probably got to meet her like through Denim Woods when we had a little studio session together some time back. This was way
yeah.
before like the project and everything. So yeah, that's just how I got to know her. And then she was in the States, I think, at some point. And I had this song, That's Cool, That's Fine, that I've been working on. And I just had like the chorus and the beat.
Yes.
And then I didn't have any verses on it. So I hit her up and I was like, yo, I've got something that I'd really like to have you on. And yeah, just let me know if you like it. I sent it to her and she went crazy for it. She really, really liked it. And she
Yeah.
sent her verse back, I think in like 2 days. 2 days. And that was the project came out in 2022, but I
Yeah.
think I sent her the song in like early 2020.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'd just been sitting on it since, you know what I mean, until the project came out at least. But like what she did on that verse, like it really made me think, okay, cool, like I really need to like come through on this song, you know what I mean? It really set a standard for me. It really set the pace. And like after
Yeah.
hearing that verse, I was like, that's not on like that being the only feature on the project. I was like, you
On
know
the
what,
project.
this is more, yeah, this is more than what I was expecting. So like I think it'll only do it justice for it to be the only feature on the project. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Okay. Wow. Wow. That's a
Yeah.
crazy story.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. She's incredible, an amazing artist, absolutely amazing artist.
And very incredible. Like she's on this song like
Mhm.
by Denim Pops and Bangers, bro.
Ooh,
Wow, I'm telling you, bro, like that, like she's fantastic. Very. So
she
when the
went
project
crazy. She went.
very crazy, dog, very
Uh-huh.
crazy. So like when the project
Yeah.
is done, how do you like approach the selection of music to make it out?
I think it's pretty regular to be honest. It's one of those like I make a lot of music that I'm trying to maybe fit into like one sound. You know what I mean? Or like a sound that's kind of similar or that lives in the same realm. And yeah, I just made a bunch of songs. Like for Sun, I made, I don't know, maybe like 20, like 25 to 30 songs.
Wow.
And yeah, I just worked on a bunch of music. It wasn't necessarily because I was trying to make this album, but I was just trying to make songs that have that are very similar, not similar per se, but like I was saying before, like live in the same realm and just kind of have the same sonics. You know what I mean? So I
Yes.
think I made those over time, and like songs like Moonlight and stuff like that. I think Moonlight was what really kicked off like me saying, okay, cool. And that was like way before I'd even started, you know, working
Yeah.
on more music for the album. But like I was really the song that I made, and I was like, okay, cool. I really want this to be like the song that's gonna create the album. So a lot of it was stemming from that, and I was really just trying to build around it. And yeah, I ended up just making a bunch of songs, and then after that whole selection process, after that whole creation process, I had two managers I was working with.
Yes.
And yeah, like I said, a bunch of records, and we started just kind of breaking them down. I had songs that I was like, okay, these definitely have to be on the project, and then I was like, okay, like these are the ones I definitely want on the project, like they have to be on the project. And then I sent them all the songs, and I was like, okay, now we can then go through them together and decide, okay, this one as well, this one as well, this one as well. But I already had like a set number of songs that we were definitely gonna have on the project. So that's pretty much how the selection process went. It was just kind of picking. It was really just picking like the best songs out of, you know, like our favorite songs out of the bunch that I'd made, and then yeah,
Yeah.
really just trying to get it to be as cohesive as possible.
Wow. 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 So like the ones like the songs that make cut that didn't like make the cut, will there be like a release for them or like you just keeping them like for yourself?
I've been thinking about that. I've been because I really want to have them out. I'm not gonna lie. So I don't know how I'm gonna put them out. Maybe I'm just gonna drop them as like a I don't because I never really thought of making like a deluxe or anything for the project.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I definitely do want to have songs that I'm still trying to figure out. I haven't really thought about it too much, but I know I'm definitely gonna put them out. At some point I consider just dropping them as like the version as like a project of the songs that didn't make the album cut, and then yeah, just put them out. But then at the same time, that'll kind of come off like an album because it's like you know like 15, 16 songs that didn't make the cut. So
Yeah. Yeah.
it might even be bigger than the project. But yeah, I definitely want to put them out. I definitely want to put them out for sure.
Yeah, definitely, bro. Like, would love to hear them out. Like, would love to hear like the
Yeah.
songs that we made like in that era, you know? Yeah, man.
Mhm. Yeah,
Definitely.
no, for sure, for sure, for sure.
So like you've had like a successful run of singles and experiments can be had like on multiple singles like Asheka, Time, and recently like Ghetto Diamonds. Do you feel like any pressure to conform to what people may expect like from you?
Nah. Um, at some point I kind of did because like I think that's when I then transitioned to Suhn because at some point like I felt like people wanted to hear a certain sound from me, but then I didn't want to have to then like just make music in vernacular because that's what the masses want or that's
Yeah,
what people want to hear from you or anything like that. That's not really the point of making music. You're supposed to kind of
yeah,
bring yourself, who you are to the people and not really just be a reflection of what they want. So
yes, yes,
I think that's kind of what happened with 20s. It's one of those, it was a natural thing. It wasn't like me trying to make a song like that, but rather it was just that's just what felt better when I was making that song specifically. And like even with Ashika, it wasn't a case of, I was trying to make a song like this. I was just like, okay, this is what I'm really like messing with right now. And like, yeah, I try to let it just like flow. I never want to force a certain sound. I never want to, I was like, unless I'm trying to create. I think the only time I do that is when I'm trying to like with the production side rather than with like the lyrics. I really
yes,
push myself when it comes to the production. Like I really want to make something like this or something
yes,
like that, or I want to make something really different. That's when I kind of like, okay, I'm gonna have to really sit down and like analyze all the things that I like and then try build something off that. But then with the actual writing and like the rapping and the singing, whatever it is, I never feel the need to do it in a specific language because I want to like appease a certain person or appease a certain group of people or whatever it is. I just kind of let it flow and like whatever comes out first is what I kind of go for. You know what I mean? Well,
yeah,
sometimes at least. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Which is like which is very great, bro. Like you shouldn't like listen to the masses. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, definitely, definitely, man. You lose yourself in the process, and like you just reach a point where you don't know what you're making and like why you're making it. So
Exactly.
yeah, yeah.
Wow, wow. Yeah, I've taken notes on that one. I've taken notes. So like
Yeah, yeah,
creative direction wise for your live shows, if you could think like of
yeah.
something that was like that was impossible today but realistic in 10 years, what would it be?
Um, yeah, I think I really want to have shows that are more of an experience, like a visual experience, you know what I mean, as opposed to like just having someone come perform on stage. I really want it to be something that's like, even if you're not hearing the music, you know what I mean? Even if you're watching a video of the show, like like a rap, a summary of the show on a video and you put it on mute, I still want it to be something that's interesting just to look at. You know what I mean? So I want it to be like a lot of pyrotechnics, a lot of like lighting, a lot of stage props and stuff like that. I'm not sure if you've seen rather, like EDM stages, like Tomorrowland and stuff like that. They always have these crazy stages, like these just absolutely wild themes and stuff like that. So I
Yeah,
really want it to be something that's really an experience, you know what I mean? Something that engages the crowd, even when just from them coming to the show, as soon as they see the setup, they know that they're in for a ride, you know what I mean? So that's really just what I'm always thinking about. I'm not thinking about a specific thing, but rather just because like I feel like when I then reach the point where I'm able to have like constant shows that are like my own shows and I'm able to theme them however I want it to be one of those. You never know what to expect, but it's gonna have
exactly.
a theme for sure. And it's just gonna be something mind bending. So yeah, I think definitely just a lot of very visually like pleasing shows. Definitely, of course, with the music as well, like a very big part of it. But in terms of like the
Exactly.
actual just stage, like all that the performance side of it, I want it to be something that's really an experience for the person who's coming to it, to the people attending the show rather.
Exactly, exactly. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
in terms of like what you've just said, are there like people whom you like idolize in terms of like how they like theme out their shows or
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. I think um in terms of shows, I think definitely like Kanye's had some really he's had some really really cool looking shows. I really it wasn't a show per se, but it was his listening session from the life of Pablo in 2016. That
yes,
really kind of gave me aside from like the Tomorrowland shows, a life of Pablo really showed me like what a rapper can do when they really focused on more than just the music and they want it to be an experience for the people who are attending. the whole
Exactly.
setup, the whole, it was like a whole fashion show at the same time. And he had this crazy stage, you know, even like his other shows for Jesus and all these other shows where he had the masks on and stuff like that, or his Donda release party. You know, it was more than just an album listening.
Yes, 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 yes. It was like it was
So
an
it
event,
was
you know, like
it's exactly, it was an event, you know what I mean? And
yeah,
that's really someone I look up to when it comes to just how they creatively direct
yeah.
their shows and like, yeah, you know, their stage and all that. So yeah, definitely he's definitely up there for sure, for sure.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So like what's your exact like goal for music? Leave a legacy or like pave the way for newer artists, or is it like something bigger?
I think both, man. I think I really want to leave a legacy. I really want to reach a point where, yeah, like of course, just be like a global musician, like a global superstar, someone whose music is like listened to everywhere. You know what I mean? Like where
Yeah,
I'm performing in like Japan and like maybe in India and like
yeah,
whatever it is, just all these different places, like creating like my own experiences in all these different places. So I definitely do want to leave a legacy with the music as well. I really want my music to be something that's like looked back at and people think, wow, like I haven't heard something like this. Like this person was really like trying to do something different. And that's always what I that's always what I'm thinking when I'm making music. I really want it to be something that like when a person listens to, the first thing they think is, "Whoa, I haven't really heard something like this before." And
exactly.
in terms of like, yeah, I also want to I also want to pave way for newer artists. You know what I'm saying? Especially from Zimbabwe back home. It's like
Yeah, yeah,
the reason one of the reasons I do this is that I want to make it because I want to show like all the younger artists and stuff that like it's possible if I can do it. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely do it. You can like and you can do it the way you want to do it without having to conform to certain sounds or like to please certain people. Like just do it how you want to do it. And if you're serious enough and if you believe in it enough, you know what I mean? You can make it. So like that's one of the things that really keeps me going. I really want to like pave way for all the artists who are trying to, you know, who are trying to make something of themselves in terms of the music and just but also at the same time having them stay true to themselves because I know it's very easy to be swayed by people's opinions, you know, like if you don't make this, you're not gonna pop, or if you don't do this. So like if I'm able to break through that and I'm able to become like global, then you know, there's no reason why someone else who's who kind of went down a similar path as me in terms of making music that they like before anything else, you know, can reach the same
exactly.
goal. So yeah, I really want to just show all the people who are going to come after me that, you know, if I could do it, there's no reason you can't.
Yes, yes. Wow,
Yeah,
wow. That's
yeah,
big, bro. That's huge. That's
yeah.
huge.
Nah, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. So like do you feel the pressure of being a role model that people are going to look up to you and they're going to follow you and things like that? Like how do you balance that? The pressure of being a role model?
Um, I don't really know if I can say I feel the pressure. I really do appreciate the love like I get from people who listen to my music and people who like my music. That's really what keeps me going. I feel like as long as I'm staying true to myself and the people are responding to the music, then I think I'm being a good role model in terms of just how I'm going about my craft. Because that's for me, that's one of the most important things. Just like authenticity when it comes to your music, when it comes to whatever. It doesn't even like apply to music only, but just whatever art you're creating. It's just about being like just be yourself. You know what I mean? So I think that's really just the message I want to like push out to like everyone else who might see me as a role model or who's trying to, you know, do things the way I do them. I just want them to believe in themselves and know that look, as long as you're doing it how you want to do it, that's the right way to do it. There's no formula, you know, you're not me, I'm not you. I do it
Yeah,
how I do it because that's how I believe I should do it. So you do the exact same thing. Just do what you like and it's gonna connect. People are gonna understand it at some point. There are 8 billion people on this planet.
yeah,
You're definitely gonna find
exactly.
people who like, you know, who like your craft, who like your art, whatever it is. But as long as you're staying true to yourself, because there's nothing the easiest thing you can do in life is be yourself. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work to try to be someone you're not. So
Wow,
yeah, at the end of the day, just be yourself and it won't feel like work. It won't feel like you're trying to do anything. You're just being yourself. You're just being yourself when you create this music. So it doesn't end up feeling
wow.
like it's a hassle.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow, that's huge, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Nah, thank you, bro.
Yeah, I've taken notes. I took notes on that one. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. So like who are
Do
some
you
of
do you
the
make
art?
music as well?
No, like design,
Oh,
design.
you
Yeah,
just yeah.
and like
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. That's
I
dope.
also write like short stories, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
like at one point like I'm trying to get into like visual making, like that's my goal. That's my goal,
Oh
like
yeah.
making
Yeah,
visuals.
yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely
Mhm.
love to like work on one for you, though.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. That would be amazing. That would be so fire, bro. I'm so keen for that. Definitely, definitely. Yeah, so you
Definitely.
understand. You kind of get the whole like just be yourself, man. It'll never feel like it's a chore. It'll never feel like it's work, you know what I'm saying? Because like, yeah, if you're getting paid to do something you love, it doesn't feel like work.
Exactly. It doesn't feel like work.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're just
yeah,
doing
yeah.
like what you want to do. Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's like people are just giving you money for just being you. So that's the best. That's
Exactly.
hopefully that's the best situation anyone can ever be in.
Wow. 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 Notes taken, man. So like
Yeah.
who are some like of the artists whom you look up to and who would like to.
You kind of cut out a little bit.
Okay, I was saying like who are some of the artists whom you look up to and would like to collaborate with?
Man, I got a lot, bro. So it's a lot of the people who I kind of started listening to when I got into music. So
Yeah.
I would love to do something Daft Punk at some point. I know they it was a band, a group, a duo rather that I
Yeah.
really like. They inspired my love for music since I was a kid, and they've split up now, unfortunately. But it's definitely something that's on my bucket list. That like one day I'd like to just get in the studio. You know, it doesn't have to be both of them in the studio at the same time, but I'd love for it to like to work with either one of them, even in separate spaces, but just definitely get some working with them and just yeah,
Yeah.
because like their music really sparked like a love for music for me, like when I was like 5 or 6, and yeah, that's really one of the reasons that I've always had a love for music since I was a kid. So yeah, I definitely like to work with them. Skrillex, he's a producer. He's a producer DJ.
Yeah.
He's a singer as well. He like yeah, I think I started listening to him like in my early teens, and that really that really like really got me into production and stuff like that. So yeah, he's definitely on the list as well. Kanye, I really want to work with Kanye. I think from what I learned from him is like I got a lot of like love for rap music from listening to Kanye because I remember like when I was a kid, my uncle got me an MP3 player, but
Yeah.
it was broken and I
Yeah.
couldn't move. I couldn't, yeah, like the screen got messed up and I couldn't move through like projects. So I could only play 808s and Heartbreaks. That was the project that was on it. So that's the only thing I could play. And like that's the only project I listened to on that thing. And I used to use that thing all the time. So I
Wow.
really got a love for rap music through that. You know what I mean? And yeah, that really kind of pushed me into rap. And then of course hearing his music over time and like just how he experimented and like yeah, that really inspired me. And I'm like, you know what, this is definitely someone I want to create with. And,
Yes.
on a major level as well. Like when I'm able to do that, that's definitely one of the first people I'm gonna try to get a hold of to work with. And yeah, like other producers like Flume. It's a lot. It's a very long list of like artists that I like to work with. But those are definitely like the first ones that like I'm going for as soon as I get the chance.
Wow. 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 That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. Like I'm also a Kanye like the way like
Sorry.
man, like I was saying like I'm also like a Kanye fan. Where he just like
Yeah. Yeah.
experiments. Like Kanye is more like fuck
Yeah.
you. If you don't get it, that's on you. It's not on me.
If you don't get it, that's your problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You know what I mean? He's definition of he does what he likes. You know what I'm saying?
Ex-
And he stays true to himself. And that's the most
exactly.
beautiful thing you can do as a creative. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So yeah, yeah.
Something that's lacking. It's something like that lacks like from us, like as artists, like we wanna do like what the
Mhm.
people want, man. But when you put
Yeah,
like when you
yeah.
stand your ground like Kanye, uh, that's that's an
It's
infamous for
gonna
you.
yeah, it's gonna make sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, because he came up in a time where you know, everyone, like all rappers, were like gangster rappers and stuff like that. You know, he was coming up in a time where like there was 50 Cent and there was all these other you know, 50 Cent was one of the most prevalent rappers in the world at the time. So
Yeah.
gangster rap was like where it was at. And then here comes this guy like on some, you know, on some like nerdier rap kind of thing. And it's like,
Yeah,
but he still made it work because he stayed true to himself, you know, with the production, with the rapping. He stayed true to himself. He never felt like he had to try be gangster about anything. He just stayed
exactly.
Kanye West.
You just
Like
stayed
it's
Kanye
really paid
way.
off. Yeah,
Yes,
he's now one
sir.
of the biggest artists we've ever had.
Definitely, definitely. Which is
Yeah,
crazy. Which is crazy. Which is crazy.
yeah,
Like I was like I watched like the Genius documentary. And I was like, yeah, that's why like
yeah,
this guy is always like fuck you. It was like when people didn't believe in him, he
yeah.
was like, I'm gonna do what I wanna do. So yeah, man,
Mhm.
it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. That's the most important thing you can do, man.
So like outside of music, you've done like brand campaigns for Corrupt. How do you like feel your
Yeah.
influence is on like on the fashion industry, and like what Zimbabwean brands would you like to put your fans on?
Um, Man, I don't think I have too much of a heavy influence on the fashion side. I really do love fashion, and something that I've always been a fan of, and like I've kind of, you know, pitched in some ideas with Corrupt and stuff like that. It's always been like it never really felt like we're working. It's just like brands kind of, you know, just putting together ideas to do something they love and like just make something cool out of it. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think with that, I think with the fashion thing, with the brands rather, of course,
Yes.
Corrupt.
Hello? Hello?
Oh, yo, I'm here.
Yeah, sorry, man. Like I'm connected.
Oh no, no, you're good, bro.
Yeah. I was like we're like on the conversations with with your influence on
Of
fashion.
fashion.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh, yeah, personally, man, I won't lie. I can't say I've had too much of an influence yet on fashion. I think maybe just the people who like my music and like have kind of seen how I dress and like the kind of fashion sense I have. Maybe like they might have been getting a little influence from me. But I think in the actual fashion space, I wouldn't say I've had too much of an influence. I definitely do want to have that because I'm really big on fashion. It's definitely like something I've been trying to push like without actually like being in people's face that like, oh, I love the fashion stuff and like this is how I dress and this is, you know, it's just I'm always trying to like make outfits and like, you know, design stuff that's a reflection of me and like that
Yeah.
sits in the same world as music. So yeah, that's pretty much just how I go about it. But I'm definitely trying to get into it and like really put it out there that like this is like, you know, like Sun's version of fashion or whatever it is, and like just put out my own kind of my own designs, my own, you know, brand or whatever it is. Just get that moving. But yeah, like local brands that I think people should definitely get on. Um, Corrupt, of course.
Yeah.
One of my favorite local brands. Soul Dreams is another like almost streetwear
Yes.
brand. It's really, really cool. Very like very Zimbabwean themed clothing. Like it's got a lot of cool graphic tees, dope jackets and everything.
Yeah.
House of Stone is really cool brand. It's very Afrocentric. You
Yes.
know, very. I did like a modeling thing for them for a show for like a fashion thing that they were having, and yeah, it's a really dope brand.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's Mucheno Africa. Man, there's a lot of brands, man. Mucheno Africa is really dope as well. They've got these really cool, like it's from what I've seen, at least from like the last collection I saw was very like denim centered, and it was like really interesting design, like a lot of splash work and stuff like that. And
Yeah.
then there's another local brand that I'm really liking that kind of came up recently. I'm not sure if it's kicked me off this meeting.
Like it was the minute like Zoom is like this asked
Oh,
for
it's called like limited. Oh, okay, okay. All right. No, I understand. That's cool.
like
But yeah, like on brands I was talking about, yeah, General Africa was the last one I'd mentioned. And then Chief Ben has a brand called Badness Loaded. I really like that. It's really cool as well. Some really dope pieces. He does a lot of like graphic tees and like I actually got some merch from him that I really like. So yeah, that's definitely one of the brands. Damn, I can't think of too many off the top of my head, but there's definitely a lot of local brands out there, man, and some that
yeah.
I'd love for people to really get on. I think just off those brands alone that I've seen in them, I think Zim can actually do without even having to like outsource stuff from like other brands out
from
there. You
other
know, there's a
brand.
lot of there's a lot of really dope designers in Zim, man. Like yeah, there's a lot of fashion shows happening right now. So like if you ever get the chance, like if you go to Fabric Party, you get to see like some really, really, really dope brands. Like there's some crazy designers out there.
Exactly. I know like of Sang, like
Mm,
a lot of them, man. Like there's also
mm,
like
mm.
sports style. Yeah, man. I know a lot of those.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah.
Also, like if you ever like need a creative assistant for your event, the one like that you just spoke about, I'm here, dog. Give me up.
Uh-huh. Definitely, definitely, bro. Definitely, definitely. I'd appreciate that, man.
Exactly. So like what can people expect next from Sun in terms of like visuals and future projects?
I've definitely got some visuals in the way. We're actually going to be shooting this week.
Yeah,
So yeah, just trying to mess around with some ideas and stuff like that. Music wise, I think I've really been working on like different sounds. I can't give away too much, but yeah, it's a lot of like I'm really shifting to not necessarily shifting, but I'm really right now I'm currently like I've been working on a lot of like trying to fuse um electronic electronic like synths and stuff like that with like African drums and then of course
yeah,
have some rap in there as well. So yeah, you know, just messing around with sounds. I'm trying to mess around with a bit of rock and rap and stuff like that. You know, just yeah, I can't really tell you what to expect because I feel like
yeah,
every
yeah.
day I'm trying to make I'm trying to make something a little different. But yeah, I think what I can tell you to expect is just expect something different every time I release. That's for sure. It's just yeah, it's even I don't know sometimes.
Exactly, exactly, exactly. So like we'll be getting like something. Hello? My bad, man. Like it's the network is trying to fight me. Hello? This network.
Oh snap! Oh my bad. Was muted. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say.
And yeah, I was like, my bad. It's the network over here. It's trying to fight me, but fuck this.
Nah, you're good, bro. You're good. It's all good.
Yes, sir. So like, are you gonna be releasing like, should we expect something this year though?
Releases, yeah, definitely, definitely, lots of releases, lots of releases. I got a lot of music on the way.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely.
Definitely got a lot of music. Yeah, like I'm in SA for a bit, so I'm trying to link up with some artists here. So yeah, man, maybe you can expect a couple of like South African features and stuff like that, and hopefully even some non-South African features just from wherever. Yeah, but definitely got a lot of music on the way, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Patiently waiting for those, man. We're waiting, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it.
Patiently
Appreciate it.
waiting.
Nah, it's definitely on the way.
Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, man, like that's about it. Let me stop like